Hello and welcome to another episode of Booze and Tunes. As always, I am your host, Thomas. T-Rads, Thomas James Radley. A little bit of a golf clap for that one. Changed the name, haven't said it since, so here we go. As always, with me, my co-host and cohort, Lee Wargi Wargo. Another golf clap for that one. Well, I don't know where it is on the actual camera itself, but above me, to my distinction, is, of course, the grimmest beard of them all, Arco Andrew Veery. Another golf clap for that one, ladies and gents. And finally, joining us tonight, this evening, we have a phenomenal guest, a Columbus, Ohio punk/emo trio, Year Twins. No need for a golf clap. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. How you guys feeling tonight?
Feeling great.
Yeah, we're definitely on one.
Doing good.
Yeah. So we had a little bit of technical difficulties with the audio situation, but we have worked around that. What we like to say is sharing is caring. So we're just gonna split these mics up so you guys can use them yourselves. I wanna get into what I believe, anyways, was the first show you guys ever played. It was October 25th. It was at either Ian's house or a place called GROAMYS.
Oh wow!
It's my birthday.
You got it, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't remember which we did first. I think we played at our house first.
Yes, 25 was Ian's house. 27 was GROAMYS.
Damn, yeah.
Is that right?
That sounds right.
Yep.
I don't even feel like I
think that is
remember
right. Yeah.
October 25th and 27th of 2018.
Yeah.
And from the GROAMYS show, you guys recorded it and put out the live EP titled 10/27/18, which was, if I'm not mistaken, the first official release from you guys, correct?
Technically, yeah.
Okay. And we're not familiar with what GROAMYS is, so lay that on us a little bit. Is that like a record store, or what is that?
GROAMYS is, it's the record. Okay, to start, I guess we're all from a town called Lima, Ohio. That's where we all grew up, pretty much. I mean, we're all from Ian's technically from Elida, whatever. Doesn't matter. GROAMYS is the local record store. That was my first job. I've known GROAMYS since I was like an infant. It was a friend of my mom's. Like, he's just a cool local music guy, and yeah, he always does shows and stuff. And
so there's a little bit of lore. There's a little bit of Year Twins lore there. He worked at GROAMYS, and he's known him since an infant. Booze and Tunes official. That's a first. Thanks. Give a little tinker. So did you guys throw that show yourself?
Kinda. We threw it ourselves. Yeah. The first GROAMYS show or whatever. We're just like, yeah, we want to do this.
Hell yeah.
We dressed up like luchas.
I think it was having a Halloween show, and then we let Groomy know. We're like, hey, Groomy, we're playing music again. He's like, well, we got to get you on for the show. That's how
right.
Excited.
Y'all were Looney Tunes?
What was that?
You say you dressed as Looney Tunes?
As luchadors.
Oh.
Luchadors. Yeah. That's way better than Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Fuck, man. So those were the first two shows you guys ever played together as the band, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I assume you guys have been playing music from before then, though.
Yeah. We were in a band called the Radio Pilots for a few years. These two guys were in the band together before I was.
Yeah.
Then eventually, that band broke up, and we were not really playing music for about 2 years. But then we finally got back together and rejoined. The Holy Trinity was back at that point.
Oh, there it is. and that's how it goes, ladies and gents.
Yeah.
So when it came down to you guys as a group together, was the first material that you were working on the first material we heard from? We'll get into it later, but Perfect Forever.
Yeah, I'd say so. There are a couple songs that we two songs that we kind of just cut out, and we decided we weren't even going to record. And there was a third song that we recorded and didn't even put on the album. So at that point, when we release that, that'll also be pretty much part of that first batch. It
doesn't necessarily line up with. I mean, it's not as if like Mystics in Bali was like the first song you recorded. It was just those were the singles, right?
Oh, gotcha. Well, yeah, go for it.
Okay, sorry. I guess the question may have been misunderstood. I get what you're saying now.
Okay.
We recorded basically like 7 or 8 out of the tracks that we had that we ended up eventually recording.
Okay.
And that was like a long time ago. We just picked those 2 songs. Well, we picked Mystics and Angelo, which is the Twin Peaks theme song cover. Those were like the only ones we were really happy with at the time. Like the other songs needed a lot more work. So
we had pretty much almost farted out like an 8-song whatever at that point, and we were like, we shouldn't even do it because we didn't really feel like they had the heart and soul and the TLC that they needed. Pardon me.
That is pretty funny though, because I would like to. But while we get into this first section, I would like to throw this out there. The reason, ladies and gentlemen, that are watching this right now, that we actually have been blessed with Year Twins on the podcast, is I threw out the email just to say, like, hey, if there are any bands that I am not familiar with who want to send me some shit and, you know, see if we like it and we want to have some people on, feel fucking free. And I went to bed, I woke up, and there was like 5 or 6 bands in there. And don't get me wrong, I was nice to all of them, and I'm not going to say any names, but the only one that I was like, yo, we got to have these guys on was you. Every other band, I was like, this sucks.
Thank you so much.
I didn't want to listen to that shit at all.
Yeah.
Thank you a lot. I mean, I just saw the show was like happening, and a bunch of bands that we all fucking love were being on the podcast. And, I mean, it's like a big honor. Like I'm really excited to do
thank
this.
you for that.
Oh, we're happy to have you.
Fucking sick bands on this podcast, and it's like
What kind of bands you guys like that we had on the podcast? Give them a shout out.
Oolong is always extremely kind. They've been very nice to us. I'm wearing an Ogbert the Nerd shirt right now.
Shout out to Albert as well. Those are probably the 2 that we've become like the closest friends with too.
Nice.
They're all nice chaps.
Yeah. Didn't Equipment also?
Yeah, we had
Equipment.
Equipment as well. They were great.
Yep.
And we got a shout out. I mean, obviously there were so many, but specifically, like we've talked to the dudes from Charmer quite a bit, even after we had them on. Dogleg, Mom Jeans was sick. Like we just have all these great people on, man. It's really a wild lifestyle and a beautiful blessing, if you will.
For real.
It's
It's
wild.
cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun to be able to talk to bands you like.
It really is. It's quite a rush. Because when we started this, it was realistically just like us wanting to do it, and Dogleg said yes. And we were like, okay, word. Well, I guess we're going to talk to our favorite band for a couple hours.
That's awesome.
So you guys can see what's going on right now behind my computer. There are just 2 dogs absolutely going at it. All right. So before we get into the next section, because we have a lot to discuss tonight, let's get a wheel spin, Lee Wargo. I will beat you to death. Stop it. I'm going to fucking... Dude, stop.
Shit. This wheel is pretty fucked. All right.
Damn, we broke the
Let's
wheel
see.
of drunkenness.
This wheel has
Zeus,
seen some
lay
shit.
down. Good boy. Lay down.
Pretty much everything on here is just to drink. All right. Well, yep. It landed on drink.
Oh, I hate to do that.
Yeah, that sure would be a shame.
Right, well, we're going to go through fucking at least 15 tonight, so let's get it cracking.
Here's me.
Me. What'd you say?
Nothing. Of importance.
All right. So at that point in the lineage, we are at Mystics and Bali and Angelo, and I remember showing both of them, actually, Lee and Viri, when you guys sent that email in, and we were watching the music video, and I was like, it only took like 10 seconds, didn't it? We were like, yo, this is sick.
Yeah, you know right away.
Right.
Yep.
So then after that, you guys put out the video for Jimmy Can Jump, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that one was how long later?
So we about 5 or 6 months. We had
5 or 6 months.
recorded. There you go. Oh, sorry. Too. We'll do musical microphones this entire time. October, after we had recorded those songs and Mystics and whatnot, we went to our friend Michael. Our friend Michael was going to school here in Columbus at Capital University, and they have a really nice music studio.
Oh, hell yeah.
He works with Eli, and he was like, hey, I need band to come. Yeah, and put some reverb. The project was to have like reverb on songs.
Oh, okay.
I delivered pizza with the homie, and he was going to college. I always forget he's like a full like 12 years older than us. He's just like
I was waiting for like 2 years or something, but it was a full decade and thing.
like he's a super cool guy. And yeah, it was for a school project. And
Coincidence.
like, well, we really need to like be a band and put more stuff out. So
Hell yeah, man.
please record
And
our stuff.
you guys kind of you had a weird little episode, if you will, on Reddit / listen to this and ALFO Media. They posted, was it Mystics in Bali was the one that they posted?
Yeah.
And it just kind of seemed like after I watched the video, it was like almost every comment was like Reddit sent me here or ALFO Media sent me here, and I was like, okay, all right, seems like there's a little bit of something behind this. Like some guy just randomly found this song and was like, hey, blast it off. And that was kind of where it was like, at that point, I was like, okay, what else do they have out? And there was really nothing out there. And then obviously you guys made the announcement for Perfect Forever, Forever Perfect. And how long did it take you guys to realize that, like, after you got posted, it was kind of like, you know, people were at least at the very, very least checking for you?
Yeah. It was like pretty much like, oh shit, we got to put out music like now. Because we just made one song. So like, oh no, we didn't think people would care.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Our friend Raul is just big on Reddit, so he posted it just like he would anything, not thinking anybody would gain like a ton of attraction.
And it did.
And then it kind of started to blow up like overnight. It was just like a Tuesday and I was like, I've been pestering Raul to do it forever, and he did it, and it wasn't really doing anything that night. And I woke up the next morning to like, so like it was like 500 uploads on it. And I was like, what is happening? This is, and then it just kept going and going, and then yeah, eventually the YouTube video got made, and that boosted it. It was very bizarre.
Him and I were at work. I woke up and Eli was like, guys, and then him and I were.
That's
and
awesome.
He kept refreshing and being like, another 100, another 1,000.
You're fucking awesome. So you guys are how old?
I'm 26.
I'm
Okay.
24.
I'm 27.
Okay.
I'm old.
And you guys have been making music for how, like, individually?
Cody asked me to be in the Radio Pilots when I was 14. So Cody and I have been
Shit,
doing.
it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. That's wild. But yeah.
Didn't even know that.
No, yeah. I mean, I didn't even like. I was just in percussion in marching band, and Cody.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, just
Shout out
high school
marching
shit.
band.
And
Not shout out marching band.
Cody literally called me. Hey, you want to join this band? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, okay, let us play a song for you over the phone. And it sounded like shit.
I don't
like,
remember.
yeah, I'll do it.
Actually,
It was
actually how it
awesome.
went.
Yeah, it was
Damn,
great.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
That sounds hilarious because it sounds like a classified ad, like punk bands in the 70s, like need punk art, a guitarist with cool look. And they're like sending tape, you're in.
There is actually, I thought it was funny because, well, you guys did already say it, but did you guys know that there's a band called the Radio Pilots
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Wait, what?
from Baltimore, Maryland?
From Baltimore,
what?
Maryland.
Yeah, there's a band called the Radio Pilots.
They can go to hell. Unless they're
I thought that was really funny. They're like a successful cover band.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Oh man. Okay.
Makes
So-
sense.
So in the lineage, at that point, you guys are preparing to release the album, right? And you put out Stun Gun Headbutt was the last single, right?
Yeah.
And so when you guys put that one out, you only had what, 2 or 3 songs on Spotify at that point?
Yeah, so we had the Mystics and the Twin Peaks cover Angelo, and then
Jimmy Can Jump, right?
and so Sun Gun
So-
was the first version that was actually the album version that we put out.
Oh, I see.
Mystics and Jimmy were like not lesser versions, just yeah.
Right. And so at that point, you guys actually, so even though it was only like 2 or 3 songs, the Spotify number started to climb. You guys got about 6.3 thousand streams just on those 2 in the first year. And then I feel like once it started to get a little bit of Twitter traction, people were kind of actually like, okay, like I remember hearing a little bit of the ripplings. Same as kind of how it felt with like Stars Hollow, who just released an album as well. But it was just kind of like bubbling under. Everybody's kind of like, okay, there's something coming out. We're waiting to see. And it was March 19th that Perfect Forever Perfect came out.
Mhm.
And give you a little non sequitur before we get into this heavy piece. We're gonna get another wheel spin from Lee Wargy here. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you build
Spin
in
that wheel.
This whole thing?
that little wheel.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Mama needs a brand new bag of booze.
Baby.
Drink. Nope.
Smoke.
Speak. Oh, smoke. Yeah, speak.
Fuck it,
Speak
drink
with an
and
option.
If you're smoking, smoke. If not, drink.
Yeah, they were very honest about the fact that their parents would get mad if they smoked on camera.
Mom will get mad.
Smoke what? What are you talking
100% CBD. All natural.
Yeah, we smoke CBD. Maybe some tobacco if I get a fucking chill pod.
Oh, Eli needs his little pen boy.
Little pen boy. Hey.
How's
Hey.
It's in the
That was a rip.
couch. I love the Fight Milk shirt.
Thank
Me
you.
We heard the commentary on it when we were off mic, and we were like, "Oh, I want to let them know how much I love it."
Dude,
That's all that-
4 bodyguards by bodyguards.
I fucking love Sunny so much. So much.
Or not to.
That's a dope shirt. Damn.
Just 3 hot dudes looking for a good time at our party mansion.
Nothing sexual. Oh fuck. All right, so we have at that point we get to Perfect Forever,
Yeah.
and that was March 19th, 2021, very recent. Recorded by David Rivera, and that was honestly one of the coolest parts in my opinion. The cover was fucking sick looking, and I did find that was done by Natasha Strom.
Yeah, Strom actually. That's my fiance now. We got engaged.
Oh hell yeah! Well,
Oh,
congratulations.
shit. Hell yeah.
Booze and Tunes official. How can I make this about me?
Yeah.
So, going through the album, at least in my opinion, it's very clear that the emo and the punk influences are like right at the forefront of it. But I think there's something to be said for the really experimental parts of it. You guys really have some crazy shit in there that you might miss if you blink. Like I was thinking specifically like Wooden Gun. There's some off time, like stuff like that just really catches my attention most of the time. And I'm listening to it and I just wasn't expecting it. So was that kind of like a plan going into it? You wanted to experiment with different sounds, time signatures, etc.?
I would say 100%. I mean, like, I really think that odd time signatures and dynamics and shit like that is what really makes a good fucking musician. So
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, I would say we all listen to a shit ton of different music, like a lot, and
Yeah.
and it all leaks in for sure. Like, we definitely set out to be like, oh, we kind of want to be like an emo punky, whatever. But whatever happens.
Yeah,
And
right.
if we get heavy as fuck, we get heavy as fuck. If we get not heavy as fuck, we get not heavy.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I like that though. There
there-
doesn't need to be any
there's never-
strict guidelines.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's never anything that we're really trying to like stick to. We just want to sound like us,
Kind of
Well,
we kind of
that's
went into it we're not really planning on like, oh, let's be this type of band. So we're just writing riffs and
Just like whatever you want,
And I think luckily it turned out that even though I feel like we explore a lot of avenues, I think it's still in my mind is cohesive enough.
Oh,
It
100%.
is, yeah.
When I say experimental, it's more or less just like a lot of the time signatures really like they snap you in, like, because you're listening to it and, you know, maybe for a second you zone out and then you hear that. Specifically Wooden Gun, that was the one that really, I was just like, whoa, what the fuck, man? Like that really caught my attention. I thought it was pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, pretty much with the chorus, we were just like, oh, we didn't want to just have it just be straightforward, like repeat, and we wanted to have that dynamic in there and have like the little finger picking and stuff interspersed. And then the crazy bridge is also out of nowhere too.
It's almost Mother's Day. Shout out to my mom. That's my mom's favorite song.
Shout out to your mom. Wait, when is Mother's Day?
Tomorrow.
Oh shit. Uh-oh.
Here we go. What are your guys' thoughts, Liam Veery, on the album as a whole? Like, any points you want to make about that?
Okay, so I thought the intro was incredible. So whenever you jump into Jimmy Can Jump, like that song just has kind of everything. I feel like it shows a lot about the whole of the album, because you got sick ass guitar parts where it's just everything cuts off and then straight to guitar, and then you got the drums going fucking bananas, the screams. You're showing everything. I mean,
that's awesome.
So
I do really like the intro. I would agree with that.
Yeah, we had fun doing that. We weren't really sure what the plan was for the intro, but we just went in and I was just like holding that chord with a reverb pedal, and in our eyes, we were in our minds and in our ears, we're like, it will just ramp up.
Hell yeah. I especially love I can jam fucking SpongeBob SquareDance and I can actually get up and just start spinning around fucking SpongeBob SquareDance and whatever I think it's.
that song is one of my favorites. I feel like Veery is somebody who. Veery, what did you think about Wooden Gun when they go into the chorus? When it just fucking, the time signature just erupts into your mouth. Yeah, I knew for a fact that would be a part where he's just like, holy hell
yeah.
You're gonna hold on to your headphones, dude. I gotta get like a chin strap. I gotta get a chin strap so I don't lose my headphones when I fucking headbang.
He got the football he's protecting himself. So my personal favorite song, again, this is just me, Permanent Hex. I physically can't. When it really explodes, man, I'm just sitting there freaking the fuck out, like absolutely losing my mind. It's phenomenal, guys, really.
The groovy intro as well.
Oh yeah,
creeps up.
Thank you so much.
No doubt, man.
It means a lot. Like, we love hearing shit like that.
Yeah.
I love that song. I was listening to the whole album, so I listened to it a couple of times. Yeah. Because I always do before the podcast, just trying to, make sure I have my notes down. I want to list specific things about it. And I found myself on every re-listen. This is great. Like, I almost didn't notice this the first listen or the second listen, but every single time it came to Permanent Hex and I was like, here we go. Throw the fucking away. Okay, I already know. Like, I probably listened to that song today, literally like 6 times. I was just like, I'm just going to keep listening to it. I don't even care. I love that song, guys, for real.
So good you don't even understand.
What is your guys' favorite song on the album?
Oh.
It's Permanent Hex.
Oh, really?
Hell yeah.
Are you just pandering to them? You're just saying that?
No. I misspoke. It's not Permanent Hex. I lied to you. It's Stun Gun Headbutt. I can't remember the names of my own songs.
I love that song.
It's Stun Gun Headbutt. Sorry. Stun Gun Headbutt, it really does it for me on all fronts. Sorry. I'm
we have Eli's favorite song is Stun Gun Headbutt. Ian, what do we got?
Cody, what do you got?
For me, I would say it's a toss-up between Stun Gun or Watery Grave. I think Watery Grave is underrated.
That's. I thought you were about to say Stun Gun Headbutt also, and I was thinking probably Watery Grave for me, just because I enjoy being able to have, because there's like the weird time signature part, and it's like got the nice.
That's why I like it so much.
Beginning, but then I'm able to yell in it. That always feels good.
Hell yeah. That always feels fun.
Right.
I guess I yell only for a second in Stun Gun, so.
So it's actually it seems pretty general consensus like that you guys all really love Stun Gun Headbutt though.
We love Stun Gun Headbutt.
Yeah.
Okay. Lee, favorite song?
Well, I couldn't decide between. Okay, so Stun Gun Headbutt is in like the 3 of the songs that I chose. So
right.
That Jimmy Can Jump and Mystics and Volley. But Stun Gun Headbutt's really fucking fun for sure. Like
that's
Mystics and Volley might get overlooked a little bit because it was the first song, so it's like people have already heard it. But that song wailed. Viri, what's your favorite song?
I would say that's my top 3.
Nice.
Volley, but
I am glad that you said Sponge Bath.
I really like SpongeBob. I said, what did I say?
I wrote that down. I have that right in front of me. Permanent Hex when it really explodes. By the way, also Sponge Bath Square Dance, just to remind myself, because that song fucking wails, dude. How long did the album in a whole take to write?
Yeah, so it was like summer of 2018 when I started to write lyrics.
Okay.
Because I had broken my pelvis in a skateboarding accident because I can't skate.
Oh shit.
And but I could go fast. But and well at that point Eli had sent me a demo of what would eventually become Jimmy Can Jump. And so and then I had also started the riff for Mystics and Volley. And I think that's all I really had. Like we had like the chords kind of there, and I was pretty much just listening to my phone recordings and writing lyrics to those 2 songs.
And that was 2018, you said?
This was summer of 2018. And then I guess like mid later that summer Cody joined, and then by like September, October was when we were.
Hell yeah.
There's actually I put out like a little like solo bullshit EP thing. But it actually has the demo for Jimmy Can Jump that I wrote in like
oh no shit,
like 2016, 2017.
Oh shit.
Hell yeah.
Old.
Wow. So
it's like really slow. There's no lyrics. It's different enough, but that was like the first.
But the first iteration goes back like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
That's
Eli and the Leases is my dumb little thing, if anybody.
Eli and the Leases, I like it. Hell yeah.
Before how do I say this? Basically, like before I joined, I would come down to Columbus, like drive down and just visit, I don't know, every couple of months.
Yeah.
And I still live in Lima. But I would come down and visit, and they would beg me all the time, like, dude, Cody, you got to join our band. We need somebody to play the bass. And I would always just kind of blow it off, or like brush it off, like, I don't know, guys. And then
we were worried that like living in different towns would be a problem, but it really has worked out.
But they basically had all of the parts like written out already for the bass. Like we just kind of like they just kind of tabbed it out, and I just came in and listened to the songs and learned them in like a month or something, and then we started recording like 2018. That's when we like right before we did the first show. Is like I spent like a month basically just learning the songs.
Yeah.
And I want to. You guys basically brought him in. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I was gonna say we pretty much had those 4 songs that are on the live EP, and then the Twin Peaks song, and then also another song that we have totally just like scrapped. Yeah, the song Tongue Lash / won't, or in parentheses, won't to be happy is a Year Twin song no one has ever heard.
Well, now we need that Media Fire link, dude.
Oh, Won't to be happy is on the EP. I'm sorry.
Oh.
He doesn't even know.
Yeah, Won't Be Happy we cut from existence because it's just not like we're like, like early waves and stuff.
It sounds like a wave song.
It sounds like a wave song, so we cut it. But yeah, Won't to Be Happy and the other one that they just.
Are you saying
Yuck Puddle?
To be happy?
Won't to be happy.
That's funny. Okay, that's what I thought you were saying the whole time.
No one will ever hear Yuck Puddle. That song doesn't exist.
Oh, okay. Well, we know it's out there.
Well,
Nobody's gonna hack you now looking for it.
It kind of sounds like instrumental, like surf rocky kind of, and sort of also, yeah, maybe it's like a weird like surf rock song. But Yuck Puddle is a Sunny reference. It's the
Hell
it's in
yeah.
the bathroom. They have the Yuck Puddle. It keeps getting bigger.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious. I now want to get the song off of personal interests.
Yeah.
So what we want to do before we get into the trivia and games section of the podcast, I just want to get a feel of genuinely where you guys are at right now, what you're doing with if you're working on anything new. Obviously, it's only been 2 months, but just out of curiosity, anything brewing?
Oh, there's something brewing. Homemade high life. We make our own high life in the fridge.
He's lying. We have a project in the works, and we have all the recording equipment we need to start recording it. All we got to do is start recording it. We already have like 6.
Yeah. Well,
songs.
yeah. Well, listen. So we have the one song
for the next project.
Yeah, we have the one song that we didn't even put on the album, and then we have I think like 5 or 6 songs on top of that we're working on.
We're coming hard.
Yeah, we just.
Oh shit!
It's gonna hit.
You said that specifically. Coming hard.
Oh, dude.
So what do you? So is that one going to be We're Trying Records as well? And I wanted to ask how that came about.
I mean, essentially, we had just got an email from We're Trying, from Jordan, the main mains. While we were recording, I think Perfect Forever, was it not? Like we had went and recorded the instrumentals, and then I'm not sure if we were there like on the way back, but in between then and us going to record the vocals for it, we had been hit up by Jordan. We were like, oh, like, is this real? Like, is this a scam? Like, does someone actually care about us? And then
it's funny that
not a scam.
When the email first came through, like we were all kind of like sketched out by it, like thinking like, how is this guy like trying to steal our money or some shit? But like it turns out it's real, and Jordan is a swell fucking guy.
Jordan has been
swell fucking guy.
I think
so
that's
great.
A fair assessment though to have at first.
See, like you never know. Hear, like, horror stories of like people like not being able to own their music and stuff anymore.
Yep.
My brother was in a metalcore, I guess deathcore, metalcore, whatever you want to call it, back in the mid 2000s. Yeah, my brother, Every Bridge Burned.
Every Bridge Burned.
Good stuff if you like old like August Burns Red and stuff like that.
Oh, that's eerie shit.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like he wrote most of the songs that are on their main album, but he wasn't the vocalist at the time. But they were signed to Rise Records back in the day.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like with Devil Wears Prada and stuff like that. And so I remember when they got the contract to look at it, it was just this whole ass to do trying to like find the fine print and stuff. But that was like a real like we pretty much like
a real scam.
Yeah, not really a scam. Like, Rise Records is a great record label, but it's not the situation with Jordan. It's like he's like super cool and
hell yeah.
It's all just like
things that really keep you back.
What'd you say?
I said it's just one of those things that really took you guys aback when you got the email. It was like, wait, what the fuck?
Totally.
Yeah.
It was very weird. It was a very weird feeling to be like, I mean, yeah, everything you just said pretty much. It's just like bizarre.
Well, I'm glad it worked out for you guys, though. I'm glad you didn't get all your money stolen.
Well, Jordan has gotten us some like great, like, I don't know. I feel like
shout out to Jordan one time.
Shout out to Jordan.
Shout out Jordan.
2 times.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, 3 times.
Shout out to Jordan 2 times.
You can shout him out for sure.
So before we move on, we want I just want to get the general thoughts of you guys moving forward. Are you experimenting with new sounds, or what do you is it all from like the same era of Perfect Forever?
Yeah, no, specifically all this stuff is post Perfect, except for, of course, the one song I mentioned. But yeah, all the stuff that we're writing now. Would you say there's a stylistic change? I'm sure naturally there is. You can't.
Right.
I mean,
it's nice to know though that it's post Perfect Forever, because it's like you know your head's cleared. You know what I mean? You have fresh ideas.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just like, not to be like that, but I feel like we're just getting better, and
I would agree.
I think the songs are just getting more involved, and like, just more complex, like everything.
The past few songs we've written, there's no way we could have played those songs.
No,
even a year ago, maybe. Like.
Well, that's good though.
quarantine, to have a silver lining, we've just been like, at the grindstone.
Hell
seems
yeah.
like.
I'm so extremely proud of our album. It's great. I can't believe we did it. Like, I can't believe there's gonna be physical versions of it. Like, we have vinyl of our stuff.
Gonna have to go get that vinyl, everybody. Everybody buy that vinyl for you.
50 left. Get on that. But like, that's a huge dream come. Like, there's literally like 1,000 records back here. Me and him are huge record collectors for years. So this is like a huge deal for us. And that all said, I feel like our next thing is gonna blow our last thing up.
Well, that's awesome to hear. Can I ask you a question though? You guys have been collecting records for a long time now, you said?
Yeah.
What is the what's the
11 years.
Why? I'm not being a dick. I'm just curious. Like, what is the what?
So when I was a kid, my parents had like a chest that the TV was on, and eventually they moved it, and it was just full of old like 70s records, and the specific smell of the records, I guess, and like holding them, like there's just like a whole oral sensory thing to it. It's not just the smell of records, but like
no, I like that. I mean, it's fair.
It's and once I was able to get the records, I was like, maybe I should actually start buying some of my own.
Yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, I worked at GROAMYS, which is a record store.
Right. Is that what you were doing?
Like, okay. So I went in really hard at the beginning, and just like, I would buy anything. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so I have a really dense but good collection.
Eli, I'm catching up to you, dude.
Yeah, we're always like, it's always
I'm less than 100 away.
We've been friends a lot. You'll do really well in a zombie apocalypse.
I'm not gonna get sick of music in a zombie apocalypse.
Oh, are you referring specifically to the novelized I Am Legend? Because in the original I Am Legend, that's what Will Smith's character would do. He would just like
shit, is that what he did?
Yeah, no, we do that.
I was thinking of Shaun of the Dead.
They would call his name, and he would just have to like blast Beethoven so he couldn't hear them.
How?
Good movie.
It's just dawning on me. As a quick sidebar, me and Lee here have been watching. So I've never watched The Walking Dead before.
Yeah.
Because I got something massive spoiled for me many years ago. So I was like, what's the fucking point? And then I finally decided after some time to give it a shot. Me and Lee have been watching it together. But after that, it's like, I just noticed all of the pop culture zombie shit, like Zombieland, I Am Legend, what's the fucking Shaun of the Dead, the one you were just saying? Like, I never really actually realized how much zombie pop culture shit there was until I started watching Walking Dead. I'm seeing ads for it everywhere. Like, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah, that renaissance for The Walking Dead was insane back in the day. That was nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Zombies came back so huge.
I read all of the not all. Well, I read a lot of the Walking Dead comics, and I watched the first couple seasons. I stand by the first season of Walking Dead, but I feel like after that, it kind of is just like, I'm good. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of TV though. So.
We did play Tekken earlier though, and Negan is in Tekken 7. we played
Negan is sick.
I don't know who he is.
Oh yeah, I know
he's just a guy with a bat. That's all I know.
I know, because that was what was spoiled for me. Why is that what everybody points to now? I feel like this is going to be built up.
Because he's that big of a deal, dude. That's your fault for not catching it while it was hot.
Cheery, Walking Dead.
Yoshimitsu. What?
Hell yeah.
Yoshi.
Well, we have one of our newer. Wait, don't we have a song named after? Yeah.
Yes.
Ghost we have
Funeral
a new song called Ghost Thief Funeral, and that's a Yoshimitsu move.
It's the name of Yoshimitsu Super in Soul Calibur. What's the new one? 6? Yeah, Yoshimitsu in Soul Calibur 6 has a super called Ghost Thief Funeral. It's also the name of one of our songs.
Oh, dude.
Basically, it's inspired from that, taken from that.
2 minutes.
Well, that's actually perfect. Cheery, have you ever watched Walking Dead though?
No.
Okay. I was wondering why we didn't get any thoughts or opinions on it from you. I'm glad that I'm not the only one who didn't watch it in its height though, because it seems like I was literally the only one.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't know.
You're the only one.
I feel like zombies
Dark
weren't really a thing though. Zombies weren't like a big part of whatever my pop culture fandom until really, honestly, until I watched Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead was like, okay, I love that movie now.
Good.
Great.
I like
I
it.
love everything they do though. What is
Yeah,
that? Simon Pegg and
Yeah, I always
Nick something.
oh, poor other guy. Everyone always remembers Simon.
Nick Frost?
That
Isn't Nick
sounds
Frost?
right.
No, is Nick Frost the Twin Peaks guy? Am I
Oh, yeah,
tripping? No, that's Mark Frost.
No, wait. Now you're
You're
fucking-
right. I'm
Oh,
tripping.
Jack.
You guys are thinking of Robert Frost.
Yeah.
Two roads diverged.
I never
Yeah.
really actually realized how many people had the last name Frost until right now. I'm just being
I didn't know.
honest.
People have
What'd you
names of weather, which is weird.
They all have names of weather.
Names related to weather.
Like odd ones. Yeah.
I
I had a friend whose last name was Hale.
Oh no.
Now at this
Hale?
point, we get into the fun. We're gonna get into games, lyrics, trivia, and whatnot. But to lead us in, Lee Wargo, I think you know what time it is.
My aunt's middle name is Spring Equinox.
Get the fuck away from me.
Long as hell.
You're such a
Totally without any manipulation at all landed on Chug.
wow, good one, dude. I didn't just watch you do that with
That's
my own
crazy.
fucking eyes.
Dang.
You absolute moron.
I'll slug
That
it.
shit never happens. Oh,
know,
don't
we
we
chugging
got
the
like
whole-
shots lined up?
Are we chugging the whole thing? Oh, they already went. Okay.
The whole thing, but I chugged a good amount of it.
Okay, we did the whole thing. Let's go.
All right. Where's
I
my
got rid of the
thing?
whole thing.
Chugged half. I can't chug. I can't unhinge my jaw and do the thing. Some people can.
I can't either, but I just use a fucking straw
Wait.
now and it works.
Oh,
Oh,
Perfect.
What do they do? Like how a snake swallows its prey?
does it?
They just-
Swallows this spray
oh, the
I
strap.
hate you so much.
Oh, so
Well, that-
fast.
Wow, that was insane. I'm impressed. Color me impressed.
The straw does like all the work. It's easy.
I could shotgun one.
Oh wow.
I basically just chugged a full beer.
If everyone else chugged a whole one, I got to do it too. Hold on.
Okay, I'll finish mine. I did
Go, go,
Yeah.
go.
This is the vampire technique here.
Whoa. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
sick.
We're gonna do it.
I've never seen
I missed
anything
it. I
like
didn't see
it.
what happened.
He's bitten that bitch open.
No way.
That was slick as hell.
That's impressive.
That's why he still does this, because he gets reactions like that.
Damn.
That's
Yo.
awesome.
lightning fast.
You know they make koozies that have punchers in the side so you can shotgun.
They suck and don't work.
They don't really work very well.
Fucking don't work.
you have to punch it in such a specific way. Like no one who's drinking.
Punches.
You have to
Like-
bend pressure like space into your being. It's impossible to do.
My
I
canine
don't
tooth.
know how people.
My canine tooth works every time.
Well, so like you were talking about earlier, the unhinging jaw thing. We got a buddy named Nog. Shout out Nog one time.
Shout out Nog.
He does this weird thing where he says, and I'm being serious. He says he opens his throat. So when he chugs beer, and this is I'm being totally honest, I've never seen anybody on the planet, anybody that I've met or watched in a video, never seen anybody chug a beer that fast. But I don't know what he means by open the throat.
You don't know what he means?
I used to do that with like a water bottle
Oh,
and do it as like a party trick and just drink a bottle of water in like 5 seconds.
What?
Literally,
like the
like
fucking.
the fastest shit I'd ever seen. It was
You
wild.
like
He-
close your throat to swallow. You
Cody
have to,
would
like,
be like, "I drowned myself."
I would literally just like drown myself. I would just pour it, like just open my throat and just pour it down. Squeeze the bottle to like get it out faster.
and everyone was impressed. And they're like, "Hell yeah!"
And I'm like, "Oh, that hurts."
did good.
Ow, that hurts. I'm drowning.
Yeah, right. We've pretty much just we've succumbed to the shotgunning party tricks because that's just what our friend group has done for so long. So it's basically just who can shotgun faster. Shout out to Mom Jeans one time.
Mom jeans.
All right, so let's get into the games and lyrics. Would you guys like a trivia question first, or would you like a lyric first?
Oh no! Lyric.
Lyric.
Oh, you were the last good thing about this part of town.
That's modern baseball.
No, it's not. Slow down.
Nope.
Where is your boy tonight? Fall Out Boy. Take us to your grave.
Yeah, you nailed it.
What's that song? That song's not called "Where Is Your Boy Tonight."
I just want to let you know that was a joke, by the way.
Oh, I thought we lost immediately.
Well, so the way it's supposed to work, just to be fair, is you can guess as many times as you want, but every wrong guess you have to take a sip. That's all it is. That's all it is.
It was on purpose.
But if you give up, I expect you to drink your ass off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me and Lee are playing too. We don't know the answers.
I
Right,
like that. I like the trivia.
Another one.
You want a
But,
trivia?
I definitely wouldn't have ever
The
gotten
trick
that.
is I don't know anything.
I like that trivia because that was trivia to it.
So
to
I
a
just
degree.
drink the whole time.
Which rock band pioneered the use of the light show?
Pink Floyd.
Yep.
Damn,
There
I'm
you
too
go.
good at this. Eli, you gotta take the mic back.
I can't believe Veery didn't get that. I actually can't believe he didn't
Well,
get that.
dude, I was literally thinking of like 30 years in the future, like EDM shows or something. And I was like, wait,
Oh,
you
okay.
said rock. You said
I'm
rock.
sure
I don't know.
What was the world's first rock opera?
Is it not the Green Day one?
No, much before that.
Rock was it Rock Lobster? B-52s.
No.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
I feel bad for you guys.
Is it like a meatloaf? Is it like a meatloaf?
I feel bad for all you guys.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Damn, a
Rocky
meatloaf
Horror
thing?
Is that right?
Nope.
Is it
rock
musical or album?
Is it Queen?
It's an I don't know what's it. Okay, I'll give you a clue. It's like a scene kid. It's a story of a scene kid.
Welcome to the Black Parade.
No. We're
That's
talking
a pretty big scene.
We're talking a long time before that is what I'm trying to get at. I don't want to give it away.
Opera, a long time.
Rock opera. I have
My
no
God.
clue.
When I
Is
was a young boy.
The Wall? I mean,
Was it what? The Wall?
The
No.
Wall?
Elvis.
No?
You guys can give up whenever you want.
I want to get. I think Ian will figure it out because he's got a big
No.
brain.
Wait.
I'm not gonna get it.
My homie's
Rock?
brain is wrinkly.
It's actually funny because I feel like Veery would get it.
I give up.
I'd like to use another lifeline, please.
All right, I'll give you one more hint. How do I? Okay. A boat screaming to God in the rain.
Is it Kansas?
No.
I got nothing.
A boat screaming to God in the rain.
I'm trying to give hints that are like not obvious, but like make sense in the story. Everybody give up?
I just give
I
up.
guess,
All
I
right.
guess so.
It's Tommy from The Who.
Oh.
Yeah. Scene kid. Come on, dude.
That was in
I
the
would-
deep recesses. I wouldn't have got that. It was there, but I wouldn't have got it.
No, I got you. All right.
Oh,
What,
shot.
what was the first rock and roll song to be considered famous around the world? So not just America.
Oh, wow.
Every one of you have heard this song. You just have no fucking idea.
Highway to Hell.
I wish. AC/DC. Put some fucking respect on AC/DC. I'm so sick of everybody.
Can we
laughing at 'em.
get like an era, like a decade or something?
Pretty sure it's the 50s.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Like it's probably like an Elvis song. or some
Elvis,
shit.
yeah, right?
Johnny Be Good.
Nope. Good guess though.
That was a great guess.
Fuck.
It's a Buddy Holly song.
It's
Isn't it?
3-6 Mafia.
It is.
I'm wearing a 3-6 Mafia t-shirt right now.
Hell, yeah, you are, brother.
Shut him back.
That's just dope.
Shut him back. I got this shirt for Cody
What's on
for
the back?
Christmas because I love him.
It's
Squad
just
down,
the first
you got squad down.
Yeah.
It's the album cover for Mystic Style.
Hell
That's
yeah,
fucking
bro.
sick.
Fuck, dude. Dude.
It's so dope.
That's dope.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't think you'll ever know like the name of the group, but you'll know the song. It's what I'm trying to get at. It's one of those iconic songs, but
We had
nobody's.
a spill. 1 second.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Say that hint again.
The hint was you've definitely 100,000% heard this song in your life, but I doubt anybody actually knows the band.
So it's a one-hitter.
I mean, probably not in its time, but like, I'm trying not to give it away, man. It was 1955. Yeah, Rock Around the Clock.
No way!
Damn.
I actually got it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Dude,
Oh
I
my
didn't even remember the song until I fucking read that question, honestly.
That's awesome.
What is
Who
what
did
is-
it? Who did the song?
What's that?
Who actually did the song?
The name of the band is Bill Haley and the Comets.
Oh,
Haley Comet.
Oh yeah, what?
Oh, okay, they know. Okay, everybody knows it except me, apparently. I've never heard that name in my fucking life.
That's like the
Oh,
previous
God.
question. I knew it. I knew that.
Yeah, I'm proud of
Nah, I
myself.
didn't.
All right, hell yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, bro.
All right, we're
That was a
dealing
good
with
guess.
cleanup right now.
No, you're nailing it. You're
I'm
nailing it.
not worried about it. We'll clean it up. We'll clean it up later.
Oh,
It's okay.
oh, the spell. The
What's
spill.
Is the floor tile or wood or carpet?
We're
The floor is
fine,
lava. We're
fine.
okay.
The floor is
No big deal.
It just immediately got fucking incinerated.
Yeah. The dog got it.
In Minecraft, sifted away.
Led Zeppelin's original name was what?
Ooh, I bet Ian knows this because I don't.
What is it?
Fun fact: the Yardbirds actually played in Lima, Ohio once, where we're from.
Led Zeppelin played in Lima, Ohio.
And
once.
that too, and Cheap Trick, and a bunch
You
of.
guys,
And Styx?
yo, shout out to Cheap Trick. Everybody
That was a
fucking
long-
hates on Cheap Trick. I don't like it. I won't have it.
People talk shit on Cheap Trick.
My mom is a huge Cheap Trick fan.
Yeah. Man, this sucks. I feel like I'm the music. I feel like I have so much music facts that no one ever cares to know. And now
You're describing my life as well.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. I'm just a useless treasure chest of music bullshit.
Here.
Ooh, that's a big cusher. Ashton Kutcher.
I'm not sure what their name is. I'm not.
Oh, whoa!
Got it? You don't know it? Led in the Zeppelins.
Did we get any?
No.
hints?
It's actually really funny how close you guys were originally, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait. It's the No, listen. I did it. The first ever essay or presentation I did on anything was in 5th grade, and it was on Led Zeppelin.
That's fine.
Is it like the Yard Dogs?
Nope. Did you give up?
Yeah.
Fucking tell me.
It's the New Yardbirds.
No way!
Oh.
Swear on my life, that's what they call. That's what they called themselves originally.
Okay, this is the third time I've
Gently,
said that, but that was the first time.
Let us get like a half a point for that, please.
All right, you only have to take a half a sip. She stole everything your heart desired. Now you want it back.
Lyric or trivia.
This is lyric.
That's what I thought.
You want me to tell you your ex-girlfriend's name? I'm going to be honest with you. I wrote this one down and I was like, this might be too obscure. I know everybody knows the band. I doubt you'll know the song, though. It was just a cool lyric.
What was it again? She stole everything my heart desires.
She stole everything your heart desired. Now you want it back.
Oh my god.
Can we get a genre or something?
Era?
A hint?
It's like pop punk emo. One by one, you count the fights. Doesn't even matter that she's got you by surprise. Misery's your master.
Sounds familiar. Damn.
I would almost guarantee everybody's heard this song at least once, but
Paramore.
I'm personally giving up.
What? Wait, did you say what era it was?
I did not. It is like early 2000s ish
Okay.
stuff.
Is it American football?
No. Can you keep?
I feel like it's gonna be American.
It's modern
football.
baseball again.
It's modern baseball.
It's Sugar Cult. She's the Blade.
Oh my gosh, yeah. No, I've never listened to Sugar. Sorry.
All right, fair enough. Another trivia for you.
Okay.
Keep moving, keep breathing. There's no time to rest your head. Keep moving, keep breathing. Sometimes help seems so hopeless.
I'm just gonna drink.
That's hilarious. This one was for you.
Oh shit. I know it. I really like lyrics
Sounds like
are
some
rough.
fucking Rise Against shit or something. I don't know.
Sounds like some rising.
Ooh.
It's August Burns Red.
Oh my
Damn.
Everybody immediately was like, wow.
That's upsetting for real.
I mean, sometimes that's just how it happens, though, brother. Nobody realizes it because I don't sing it. I say it. That's the best part.
Was it? Are they clean vocals when they sing it?
I don't know why. I'm not the August Burns Red guy. I don't know why you thought I was.
I thought you looked. Am I thinking Autumn from Ashes or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, from Autumn.
Okay.
From Autumn to Ashes is fucking.
That might be what I'm thinking of.
That's good shit.
Well, I'm glad at least they knew it because now I don't feel like
bad.
All right.
Fun though. This is fun. I'm losing, but I'm having a blast.
I'm
We
losing.
were good at first. Now we're getting wrecked.
Well, it came easy with the Fall Out Boy one. Now I'm.
We had to start it easy for you and then really bring it back up.
These are hard, so this is not bad. Even if you get fucking 2 of them, like.
Right.
Hell yeah.
You're right. So cut my wrists and black my eyes.
Oh, dude, that's Hawthorne Heights. I'm gonna get that. I'm stealing that one.
Come on.
I'm sorry. I've been trying to fucking. I'm trying to put it like
Modern baseball.
Yeah, I'm trying to put it somewhere in between, like really hard and completely obscure.
Still the best YouTube video. Warped Tour 2013.
There's
Hawthorne
a
Heights.
security guard going off to that song. There's just like
Hawthorne
the
Heights
biggest
Warped Tour
motherfucker you've ever
2013.
seen. He's just like jamming the Hawthorne Heights, Ohio is for lovers. It's the
It's such a
greatest.
wholesome fucking video.
Yeah.
Really funny. You know, Hawthorne.
All right.
Those bands. There's a lot of nostalgia in a lot of bands, and some
Oh
people
yeah, 100%.
doesn't get that pass. But my fiance and I were in the car the other day, and I was like, I don't care. First 2 Hawthorne Heights albums are good. I don't care. I used to
They're
sing
good.
2 Hawthorne Heights
Is
albums.
there somebody
I thought
yelling
you
from the
said
other room?
Beyonce and I were in the car together the other night.
No, Beyonce, we're just friends. It's nothing like
We're
that.
Beyonce are just acquaintances, man. It's nothing crazy.
Don't worry.
Imagine if imagine if Beyonce shared Booze and Tunes. Her
Listening.
Yeah,
fan,
you're
her,
on
Listening right now.
I don't know what my phone is.
her fan base would be like, "What is this? Booze
Should
and
I
Tunes?"
write myself out of the history books and mark a place and time for every chance you took?
I know this one, so it hurts me.
You do.
It sounds familiar, but I can't guess.
This one I do love with all my heart and soul, so I'll give you the rhythm to it. Should I write myself out of the history books and mark a place in time for every chance you took? Don't get me wrong.
Is this a Newfound Glory song?
No, I wish.
Oh,
Damn, that was a good guess. I feel like.
Close.
I love me some Newfound Glory.
Melody kind of sounds like. Is it a Cartel song?
Nope.
That's not Yellow Cord.
Nope.
I don't know. I don't even have any guesses for these lyrics, dude.
It's all time low. Coffee shop
Fuck,
soundtrack.
dude.
Is that off the first? Is that off the first EP?
Yeah, that was the first EP.
Dude, that's the best stuff. That's
All Time Low used to be the shit. Remembering Sunday is their best song, by the way.
I could have guessed that.
You're talking Jay-Z Ray acoustic?
I fucking love that song. Honestly, like that song has long been one of my favorites.
That was classic. I feel like I never listened to the album, of course. I heard Check Yes Juliet, but it was always the only the first EP that I was like mostly familiar with.
Yeah.
That's crazy that's All Time Low that made that song. That's wild.
I think Coffee Shop Soundtrack might have been the second EP though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
How does that song start? Is it like
The song I was just talking about?
Yeah.
It's very legitimately like instantly for every chance you took, don't get me right. Like he starts singing almost the second the song starts.
I see.
And then the chorus is fucking like, when it all comes down to a sunrise on the east side, will you be there to carry me?
Yeah, man. Hitting the good hits.
For real.
Thanks. All right, we're really doing this now. Visualizing the realism of life and actuality. Fuck who's the baddest. A person's status depends on salary.
I feel like this is a hip hop.
I'm fucking spoon feeding Fury. I'm spoon feeding Fury one so he can get it, and he still doesn't fucking know.
Yikes!
See,
oh my god!
That's why I'm not getting it.
Hit me with another.
I think you're just bad at lyrics.
He
Man.
just thinks you suck at singing it, dude. That's all. He's like, damn, there's no way. There's no way.
Hey, visualizing the realism of life and actuality. Fuck who's the baddest. A person's status depends on salary.
That sounds like an NWA.
Okay. All right.
Well, I'm probably wrong.
Is it Joey Badass?
No.
Yikes.
It's Nas. Life's a bitch.
Oh.
Fuck, dude.
Listen, I'll be honest. Never listened to a Nas album.
Not even Illmatic?
Illmatic is so good though.
Not even
I
Illmatic?
never even listened to Illmatic. I listen. I'm a hip hop fan. Don't get me wrong.
Hip-hop.
Nas is just a blind spot. I haven't got there yet.
No, that's totally fair.
The old head to be like, what do you like? Be like, I never heard Nas. You'd be like, what the fuck? Every time. Especially if you work at a retail store and like you're listening to hip hop. Like, what do you know about hip hop?
Well, what kind of hip hop do you listen to?
All of us?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll start. Doom, obviously.
Shout out to you.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Doom is like, it's still like hard for me to listen to Doom. I love Doom so much because it just is like it's sad still. But Doom. I'm trying. Now I'm blanking. I mean, like Tribe Called Quest is great. Tribe Called
Okay,
Quest.
so you're like a classic hip hop kind of guy.
Yeah. A 3-6 Mafia. I like Gucci.
I listen to like all hip hop rap.
Probably-
Like that's really all I listen to be honest.
Cody's.
That's funny.
tight.
Like, I really don't even listen to music that we make.
Which is so fucking. I am literally the polar opposite. I listen to punk and emo. Oh, I was making sure you were okay 2 seconds ago. I was like, dude, did he get into a car
Yeah,
wreck or
Tom
something?
makes hip hop and then he listens to nothing
I
but
listen-
punk emo.
Oh, you yeah.
I think yeah, that's kind of how it's always been. Like,
But
hip hop and everything else.
What kind of hip hop do you listen to, Cody?
I mean,
Go nuts.
What's
that's not really hip hop. It'd be more rap. But I've been listening to Gucci Mane since 2006. Shout out Gucci Mane.
Let's go.
Shout out Gucci, man.
Cody
Again,
loves Gucci.
3-6. We all love Gucci. It's a big part of. But
You guys fuck with Flocka?
I'm a big fan. Yeah,
Flocka's good.
Flocka.
I performed with Flocka.
I'm a big fan of Action Bronson and the Alchemist.
Oh, Action Bronson.
Bronson's great.
Love Action.
Wu-Tang
Earl.
for sure. Wu-Tang.
That new Alchemist album with Earl and Navy Blue, that song, I forget what it's called, but that shit was fire.
Oh, that's really good.
Fuck, what is it called?
I know.
I definitely know it, but I can't think of the title right now.
I literally
Freddie
Freddie
Gibbs.
Gibbs is incredible.
Freddie Gibbs. I like Freddie Gibbs a lot.
Freddie
I
Gibbs.
listen to
1985 is like one of the best albums that came out in recent history.
Alfredo.
One of the Earl songs.
Yeah, sorry, Alfredo. Drunk.
Alfredo was fire. I still like Pinata
good.
better, but Alfredo was fire.
Pinata's really good.
One of those Earl songs was Loose Change.
Yeah, obviously Earl.
Watching outside.
My girlfriend met Earl. That was cool.
What else? There's another one. I can't.
Where's that?
My girlfriend works for Zoomies.
I've
It
been
was like a couple years ago. She met Earl at an event.
What?
The fucking Zoomies? Damn.
Oh, Danny Brown. Huge Danny Brown fan.
The shit. I just showed Lee Danny Brown not too long ago because he was on the new Brockhampton album.
He's I forgot about that. Yeah.
Danny Brown's the shit. I mean, I remember when I heard terrorist threats from Absol, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this this crazy motherfucker on this song with him?"
I was about to talk about Brockhampton, but I feel like I've talked about how good the first trilogy was and how everything after has been like not as good afterwards. Like,
oh, I love Ginger. I love.
oh, that's
Ginger.
good. I feel like Iridescence didn't hit.
Iridescence was okay.
Yeah,
There were
yeah.
so the way me and Lee always talk about this. I like that we're diving into this. The way me and Lee always talk about Iridescence is like some of the songs were elite Brockhampton songs, specifically Tanya and San Marcos. But the whole of the album wasn't really like as good as the rest of their shit. It was like the sum of the parts argument.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just far behind on it. I just know like that the whole trilogy of the dynamics of all the different members was always so notable and cool.
Oh hell yeah! All right, before we get back into this league, give me a wheel, buddy.
This
Very.
Wheel.
I'm gonna give you 15. I'm gonna give you 15 seconds right now to speak your mind on what music you've been listening to. Give me something, brother.
Oh, I've been listening to a lot of like 50s, 60s swing music and like cowboy music.
Let's just get everybody's because I did. It's funny because I said Veery, but you thought I said Eli. Let's get everybody's. You've been listening to 50s swing.
I'm with you on the cowboy music.
And also emo shit, you know, always
cowboy blues.
Ian, what have you been listening to?
I feel like I've been listening mostly like jungle and drum and bass lately, for the most part.
You just nailed Veery's sweet spot.
Yeah. Let's go. Kind of wake up in the morning. I'm like, what's gonna wake me up right now? I'm like, oh yeah, some beats, some drums coming.
You guys like Clams Casino?
Oh, Clams Casino
that's
is so good.
funny that you said that.
Jimmy Clams is a classic.
Yeah.
I
feel like we've named a lot of like artists who have also had beats done by Clams Casino.
Yeah, Danny Brown is one that really...
Shout out to Lil B. Lil B.
Oh, Lil B, 100%.
Always
cooking.
Yeah.
I've been listening to recently. Number one, the Ridge Racer Type 4 soundtrack.
Good soundtrack.
For the PlayStation 1.
I have no idea what the fuck that is.
It's a racing game for the PlayStation 1.
Ridge Racer's
it's
great.
very like chill, like drum and bass kind of soundtrack.
Kind of like trancey sometimes.
Yeah, trance house kind of stuff.
Trancey stuff.
And the Street Fighter EX3 soundtrack.
This motherfucker and his soundtracks. I love it.
That's kind of like jazz fusion kind of stuff.
There's a lot of jazz on that song. So
you guys can hit me with all the trance shit.
I feel like I listen to a lot of jazz too.
Lee, what have you been listening to lately?
Well, it was funny that you said Clams Casino because I've been listening to Joji like crazy again. I'll get like these phases where I'll listen to him like constantly all day.
I was at the party tonight.
Love me some Joji, brother.
Joji. Someone at the party tonight did Joji karaoke. They were doing In the Dark, and it was really bad.
Oh my god, it's hard to match.
I think it's really funny how people didn't know about Filthy Frank.
They don't know Pink
Yeah, and
Guy
they're
or
like
Filthy
furious.
Frank. But now
It's just like the scum of the earth.
He's made the leap, though. He's made the leap. Like
I gotta give it up. I'm sure he's making mad bucks and doing nothing. And like, shout out. I mean, I wish I
So
could.
do you guys listen to 88 Rising, or do you just listen to Joji?
Yeah, we were huge on 88 Rising, especially back
Shout
like
out to the
20. Yeji. We love Yeji.
Shout out to 88 Rising one time though.
Yeah,
For real.
for sure.
I love Rich Brian. I love Joji. I like August 08 too. He's really different. I know. I don't think Deb Never is actually signed to them, but I fucking love Deb Never. She has absolutely bridged the gap of like sad fucking trap music or something. I don't know. She's great though.
Yeah, we were huge on like the South Korean rap renaissance that happened back then too, along with 88 Rising.
Oh, yeah. I guess. Wait, so Viri, what have you been listening to lately?
I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just Viri. What have you been listening to lately? I just want to. I want to make sure that everybody gets their moment.
Well,
I'm always. We could keep going forever. I don't want to go. But I mean.
Oh no, we're here, brother. All I'm doing tonight is watching the Canelo fight. I don't give a shit. We could stay here for hours. Podcast or no podcast.
I've been on like he has drum and bass, techno, house music,
Awesome.
email
Yeah,
music. I like a lot of. I actually had a kind of you like Fats Waller, an early classic jazz guy.
Nice.
I listened to a lot of him last week. Got back into that guy.
Nice.
I like to listen if I'm not too much classic at once. You pick somebody, and you listen to him a little bit here and there. But I don't.
Right.
I like to just dabble a little bit, but mostly it's mostly it's electronic music and emo and hard and metal when I'm at the gym and when I'm just raging.
Yeah.
So
Metal's great.
that's my cycle.
Nice.
That's the whole cycle for Viri. Yo, you guys are gonna break your fucking heads. These dogs are insane, dude.
Shout out to those dogs.
Just
shout out
what's
to
that?
those dogs.
Yeah, shout out these dogs. Bubs, you're the girl.
Wait, the dog's name is Bubs?
It's Bubbles.
Oh. Have you seen the video of the dog who gets all pissed off, Mr. Bubs, and he's like, "I love you, Mr. Bubs," and he's like a demon dog, and he's like,
Fuck, I haven't actually.
Yeah,
That's,
I think so.
YouTube Mr. Bubs, it'll change
Mr.
your
Bubs
life.
is a classic.
I
I
love
gotta
Mr.
write it
Bubs.
down.
I think
My dog has kind of been a staple on these podcasts because she's out of her fucking mind, but she's like a little baby pit bull, but she's absolutely massive. So she's like a year and a couple months, but she's already like 70 something pounds.
Oh
And
my!
she's got a big old personality, and she needs my attention at all times.
Personality.
So just to finish that up, I've been listening recently. Let me just check so I'm not mistaken. Well, Isaiah Rashad, if any of you guys out there are fans of Isaiah,
Yeah.
I love Isaiah. His new song's fantastic.
I've only heard the one. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no. Well, no. Which one?
Well, what's the one song that Isaiah Rashad has with
Kendrick?
What's the problem? Yeah, with Kendrick. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
What's wrong?
What's wrong? Yeah, that song's good. That's the only
Great
thing.
song.
That song's solid.
Isaiah really I always say this, and this might sound weird right now, but maybe you'll know what I mean. He doesn't rap so much as he like surfs on a beat. It's really, to him, it's all about like the tempo and the rhythm. He just fucking it's really like, it's not rap. It's so strange to me sometimes because it doesn't like, if you listen to it just on the cuff, you would be like, okay, he's like, it's a rap song, it's a hip hop song, but he's not necessarily rapping the way that he actually like procures the words.
I feel like Anderson .Paak does that a lot too. Also, but obviously, like the obvious answer is Bone Thugs. There, I feel like Bone Thugs always were like.
I performed with Bone Thugs too.
You performed with Bone Thugs?
I did.
Baloney. No way.
He's calling bullshit. He says you're lying.
Show me the receipts. No,
Show the
I
receipts.
totally believe you. I'm just
I'll send you the flyer of the show. I'll send you the pictures, videos, whatever you want.
really sick.
That's awesome.
It was a great night.
That show was
that
great.
was one of those, yeah, that was one. Viri was there. That was one of those
okay.
nights where I really after the show, I was like, I'm not gonna sit backstage. I'm gonna go out in the crowd and I'm gonna really fucking like just soak this all up. It's also what I did for Absol. I opened for Absol and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go in the crowd now and just kind of sit here and like really take it all in.
Wait, so what do you perform under?
Oh,
What's your alias? What's your name?
Thomas James.
Thomas James. Nice. That's cool.
But we're talking about year twins right now.
course.
I am not important.
No.
We'll talk about Thomas James all day.
And we take a moment though to talk about Permanent Hex because I really want to talk about Permanent Hex.
Sure.
I'll talk all day about Permanent Hex.
Okay. So did you guys
Blurry again.
Like, it's one of those songs to me that like when you wrote it, were you like, this is the outro? This is the last song. It has to be.
Yes, it's always been a closer.
No,
it's
when
been
we-
a closer for live sets, and yeah.
I feel like we didn't know.
think it was written closer.
No.
I don't think it was written to be a closer, but it definitely like shortly after like turned into a closer.
We played it last once. We played it last one time and we were like, well, that was fucking it. Like, that's a closer for sure.
I think it's really telling though because of how new the album is, and though you have tens of thousands of streams on other songs, that is your number 3rd in recent popularity. I feel like people are trying to. They're really starting to grasp onto the fact that song, because when I say this, I mean this. I'm not blowing smoke. I wouldn't just say this. I'll tell you if I don't like something. That song is the greatest outro I've heard in quite some time. To me, the last outro that I heard that really hit me like that was Puppy Love, Mom Jeans. The fucking what was it? Pod Racing? Was it Pod Racing Fury? That's the last song on Puppy Love.
Holy shit.
But that
I love you.
dog ending though was
Love-
also great too.
Ender
Ender.
is, but Ender, I don't know,
That's
man.
my
Something
favorite
about
song on that album.
Melee, every single fucking song is a 10 out of 10. There's something about that album that we will refer back to for generations. I believe that. Everybody will be talking about Dogleg for the next 50 years because of even if they never make another fucking song again. We will
Totally.
be talking about
Crazy coincidence. Our buddy Michael
Oh
once.
yeah, this is crazy.
He was like, "Hey, you want to go over to my house? We're playing. I'm going to be playing Smash online with one of the guys from
Melee.
Dogleg."
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, the bass player of Melee is like sick.
Yeah, Chase is
Really
disgusting.
good.
The bass player of Dogleg
Bass player of Super Smash
is
Bros.
sick at Melee.
And Michael's really good too. So I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh damn! Like, how's it gonna be?" And even Michael, like Michael will destroy Eli, and Michael got destroyed.
Oh, don't count me
Chase
out.
is now the bass
Being
player of
one of the
Melee.
I know the only
Snagged.
is at Melee is because as somebody who's not well versed in Super Smash or anything like that, like I play games but I don't play Super Smash. I remember seeing on Twitter somebody being like, "Oh, I'll beat your ass easy," and then the next day on Twitter that same person was like, "It's really not sweet. Like it's not easy. This is not like a normal person playing Smash. Chase is disgusting." It was a wake up call for me because I was like, dude, if this kid's that good and he's just having people challenge him like at shows of Dogleg, it's going to come to a point where like professional fucking players come to Dogleg shows just to beat him for free merch.
For real.
That's what it seems like it was, because like I don't really think Michael talks to him very normally, but I think he may have just said like let's play like on like a
Right.
comment or something like that. And he's like,
And
"Okay,
he
let's go."
can't turn down the challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael got his ass kicked, right?
He had a couple, but it was mostly Wade in Chase's favor.
Dude, there was blood everywhere.
It was a bloodbath.
It was a kind of bloodbath.
The clobbering.
Like, you guys are doing good. I was watching them behind him. You were great. You were great.
That's great. Fighting. All right, well, let's do some more trivia and lyrics. Let's get a wheel spin when
I
everybody's
love trivia and lyrics. I'll say it out loud. So Eli's family will do Name That Tune.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
that's true. Yeah, my mom and my stepdad do a fucking baller Name That Tune.
Yeah, it's like just their family and like close friends, but they really
They
put
do
it
a lot
together.
of effort.
PowerPoints and
It reminds me of this.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. They'll like
I need a
ask trivia or what year did this song come out? Eli, maybe you should grab a couple
Oh, hey,
beers.
can we do something that makes us do these shots or something?
Oh shit! Well, it just landed on Chug accidentally. So
those shots now. while
You're
we
in
check.
you're in the high spot.
I guess I'm gonna chug a beer again.
I'll chug a shot. I'll chase it with some beer. How about that?
Okay,
That
that's fair.
that works.
Have y'all ever
We do
played
anything.
around? Have y'all ever played around Boston?
Basta?
Boston?
Oh no, we never played around Boston. We have a buddy who lives in Boston. I'm sure he'd love for us to come because we could probably stay at his place. He's like a chef guy.
That's where me
That's
and
where-
Fury are from.
That's where we grew up.
Where Boston
Well,
do you
not
live there?
not in the
I
city.
live in
not in the
I
city.
live in Phoenix, Arizona now.
Okay. Are you from Quincy?
No, it's actually really fun. I spent a lot of time in Quincy though. I fucking
Really?
so my parents are from South Boston, but I grew up in Braintree.
Okay. Is that close to Quincy? I don't know.
Touch-
I just know it's like the tertiary. It's like the Jersey to Boston, right? Like the Jersey.
If you go in Braintree, everybody there is either from Quincy or
Yeah.
they're like known to go to Quincy. Like Braintree and Quincy are like the same town. It's the same exact shit.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You can't even tell. Like you'll drive 5 minutes through Braintree and all of a sudden you're in Quincy.
Huh.
Yeah.
But no, we've had people who like tell us to come play in Boston.
I think you guys would actually have some. You guys would have some great shows up there because they have.
You'd have a good crowd for sure.
I'll be completely honest. We haven't really played out of Ohio, like at all.
Oh, really?
Or
Really?
You ever have played out of Ohio, unless you
No,
count
I'm trying to
David's
be-
house.
I'm trying to be humble, but no, yeah, we haven't toured or done anything. I mean, COVID really
think we've-
fucking stuck.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
you're right.
I feel that.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you're
we've
right. My bad.
even played out of Columbus. We played, I think, one show out of Columbus, unless you count Lima. Yeah, I
As
guess.
we were gaining traction to a point where you could have, like, we had people being like, "Oh, like come to, not New York, not like city, but like New York."
Right.
You know, we're like, "Oh shit, maybe we could like do an East Coast thing. You know, hit like Pennsylvania, Boston, New York."
Oh, 100%. I
I'll
think you
be
guys
there.
could. There's some.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
I'm
some
in
real. There's some
Pennsylvania.
areas out there. Oh yeah, at least Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
There's
like Fredonia.
there's a lot of areas. There's a lot of areas in Boston too. Like what's the place? Sammy's, I think it is. That they often have punk shows. They have like a lot, and it's just like. But the cool thing is like. It's never like tickets or anything. People off the road just like walk in all the time, so it's always kind of a packed house. It's a really cool place, so I think that might be like the best place for like up and coming punk bands like that.
Well, I mean, I'll call them.
Yeah, do
That's
it
why
honestly.
in Pittsburgh there's this place, Mr. Smalls, and it's an abandoned church that like turned into a fucking venue.
I love churches that become venues. Oh, that shit's always
It's weird but awesome.
Could be good there.
Honestly though,
Oh,
if you guys do want to play in Boston, I could absolutely help you out with that. No problem. Like no questions asked.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep like I'll be like, hey, down the line. We're coming to Boston.
Yeah, once COVID's over, once
Yeah.
everybody's everybody's got the vaccine and whatnot.
Us three are vax, luckily.
Nice, me too.
All right.
I am too.
I'm halfway.
Which band is known specifically for long beards?
ZZ Top.
Yep.
Top.
I had to give you an easy one to come back. Come on.
Should I leave?
Hey,
Like,
it
the
landed on
game
Chug. We
says-
gotta chug.
Yeah,
real
we
quick.
gotta chug.
My bad.
You ready?
All right. 3, 2, 1 to the ceilings, boys.
That's always a good sound.
Smooth. That's smooth.
Smooth. It's smooth. It's really
That one smooth.
Oh. Hello, how are you?
That
Won't you remember my name? What
What?
were we doing trivia or lyrics? Which one do you guys want?
Sorry.
I said the answer way too fast and it wasn't fun
ZZ
for
Top.
anybody.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, do you want trivia or do you want lyrics?
More trivia. We're doing good at trivia.
Who is the main songwriter for the Kinks?
Fuck!
Flip the microphone.
Kinky Joe and Sassy Traveler.
All right, if nobody has it, it's Ray Davies. He was the bassist.
These are names that I recognize. I would have thought the Ray Davies was like from the Monkees or something. I'm thinking of that's Davy Jones.
That is. Who was the band Santana named after?
I mean,
Jules
Santana.
Santana. Are you saying Jules
Yeah,
Santana?
it's Santana.
Right now.
Who is the band Santana named after?
Oh my gosh, Carlos Santana.
Yep.
yeah, okay. I was afraid that was like tricky.
It was a trick question. It was so easy that you guys
I
didn't.
thought you were talking about him. I thought you were talking about him himself.
Nope.
I want to say I thought you said Jules Santana, like the rapper.
Joel's, dude, that's my boy.
And then you hit a jewel as you were saying that, so I thought you were doing some makeup.
Who created the alien rock star superstar with the last name Stardust?
Zig. Wait. Hold on.
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
I don't want to take all of them. You already said it.
Ziggy Stardust, right?
What's that?
Ziggy Stardust.
No, who invented it?
Who invented it?
Yeah.
It wasn't even David Bowie who had David
Goldberg.
Yeah,
It was David Bowie.
does.
It was David Bowie. You guys want to talk wrestling? We'll be here all night. Don't worry about
That
it.
was close.
We could talk a little wrestling. I'm down.
Wrestling exceptionally inferior, and I love it
Well,
so much.
I did say Goldberg, to be fair.
I am. Oh, this is your fault.
Do you remember when
I'm the biggest fucking wrestling fan on the. I'm a huge mark. I love everything about wrestling. I watch it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I love wrestling.
Cody's a little bigger on it than us too.
I
We grew up with
a
it.
big wrestling fan. I haven't tuned in for a while, but
Do you remember when
I used to be a real big wrestling fan.
I think it was
Early 2000s.
was it
so,
not Tom Hardy?
That's
late,
how I was too.
Yeah, mid 2000s.
Tom Hardy.
who's the guy who played well, either way,
Yeah,
Goldberg got thrown into a electrical circuit board, and he pretended to have Tourette's for like a year afterwards.
That's one of the great. I think he's on Howard Stern.
And Randy Orton
Yeah.
threw.
Old Dust goes on Howard Stern, and he's like pretending to have Tourette's, and it's
It's a shame because Dustin is like a very talented wrestler, and they have jobbed him out to that shit
His
until
name is
AEW.
Dustin?
Dustin
Hey.
Rhodes.
Yeah,
Old
Dustin-
Dustin
Damn.
Rhodes.
I mean, to be fair,
It's worked.
totally sells it as hard as possible. Like, does not break.
He's an actual performer. He takes care of the business a lot. Like I don't know if you guys follow AEW or anything or have seen it, but it being the new alternative to WWE.
Yeah.
There's one dude named MJF who will very, very consistently. I've never seen him break character, not a single time. Not on Twitter, not in person, not on the show. He maintains his piece of shit heel aspect everywhere he goes. And he went viral. He went viral a few times for flipping off kids and like telling them to go fuck themselves. Yeah. Dude, he's a badass. But right now, Chris Jericho's trying to put him over, and he kicked Jericho off a cage the other day on Wednesday.
Yo.
Dude,
Yeah.
hey, mister, could you help me find my mother? Fuck you, kid.
It's literally like, yo, MJF, I love you, but I have an autograph. And he's like, you think I'm gonna give an autograph to a fucking stupid fat little kid? And he says it to their face, dude. Fucking wild.
Suplexes him.
That's
I'll be honest, my only
my
real
vibe.
connection to modern wrestling is Botchamania. I watch Botchamania all the time, and that's like
They do a lot of AEW stuff. I'm surprised that
that's
you
all,
haven't
yeah.
seen it.
So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
vaguely familiar, but it's hard. I mean, it's all just like clips of
the death match with the sparkler explosions. I assume you saw that one on Botchamania.
I did see that. It was
I was
bad.
watching that live so drunk with my buddy Brendan, and when it really happened and the countdown came, we both went, "What the fuck was that bullshit?" Like,
Yeah.
it was less. I love AEW. It was less than like. It was less than like Goldberg's pyros though. Like they have an explosion, quote unquote, in the ring, and it literally looks like 4 kids just lit sparklers on the fucking ring posts. Like absolutely insane to me.
I was shocked the other day. There's a memer that I know who posted a meme.
A memer alert.
Oh, shit.
A memer memeing in the wild.
Screaming Mimi.
The meme was posted. Guy's named Selfies_food and pets. He'll just mash up a bunch of pop culture stuff.
Okay.
But one of the matchups included someone I went to high school with, and as a wrestling garb and totally looking like a wrestler because he always uses wrestling people. His name is Zach Wentz, and he wrestles for Impact Wrestling.
Oh, I watch TNA sometimes.
Is that what it is? TNA?
Well, it's TNA Impact. They changed the name because TNA got too much attention for being tits and ass.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, isn't that what that is?
They literally made it Impact Wrestling because too many people were like, "Oh, it's a porn show."
One of my
TNA was garbage. The original TNA was just basically WCW's retirement home. They just took everybody like the NWO and Kurt Angle when he was on a bunch of perks.
Yeah. One of my favorite wrestling moments is Scott Steiner's like promo where he's doing the math.
Out on Ric Flair.
Oh, the math.
Yeah,
Who
fuck
loves
yeah.
the math?
That's from TNA.
You got a 2/3 chance and 1/16, 100%.
Scott Steiner was acting when he was on roids. That's one of those people that I would get very, very worried about being in a room with. Steiner legitimately terrifies me even now because I feel like he will kill everyone in his path if he really needs to.
God damn.
He is, dude. If you watch like WCW promos from Scott Steiner, he's losing his fucking mind in the ring, screaming about how big his arms are.
I'll give him a flying armbar.
We were talking about Blade 3, Triple H Blade 3 fight earlier.
That Blade 3 fight is something else.
Fuck Triple H. I'm just saying.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh shit!
Yeah, of course. Triple H was the guy who worked with the guy. He didn't draw any money.
Ew.
Ooh.
He just wrestled with Stone Cold. He just wrestled with Stone Cold and The Rock and Mankind and all the people who actually drew in the fans and the money.
Put it in the book.
What'd you say?
I said put it in the books that Booze and Tunes hates Triple H.
No. I don't think 1/3 can encapsulate the whole thing, but put it in the books that Thomas James says that Triple H did not fucking draw or do anything.
Oh shit, Triple H. He challenges Triple H to a fucking fist fight, fisticuffs.
Yeah, dude, you're you know how much? Oh man, that would be
Kill me,
great.
bro.
That'd be great. I'm sure.
It's not that. He would kill me in hand-to-hand combat, but he was such a little bitch boy, and then he got put into the main event because he fucking married Stephanie McMahon, and everybody was just like, okay, acceptable. He's just a superstar now. Whatever.
It's just a talking note, dude.
It's too much. It's too much, dude.
Clip it and tag Triple H.
He needed Mick Foley. He needed Mankind to prove that he was tough.
Shout out to Evolution though. There was a faction.
Well, yeah, Randy and Batista for sure.
Yeah.
Do you remember Al Snow with the mannequin head?
Oh, of course, dude.
He lived around where we live. So my brother was the manager of Hot Topic, and every now and then he would like Al Snow would come by.
Yeah, he's from Lima.
Buy T-shirts for his kids or whatever for my brother.
You guys fuck with Raven?
Al Snow is from Lima.
That's a fun fact. Booze and Tunes. Do you guys fuck with Raven?
That's so Raven.
Oh, gotcha.
That is so Raven. The wrestler.
Me, yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, Raven was like the first of the first to really bring the whole attitude to the front of it and be like, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna do what I want to do. And I feel like that did not get over well with Vince until the Attitude Era started. So I like to give credit to him.
I feel like Raven Simone would have gotten like ass kicked in the ring, right?
Yo, definitely.
See the future and it's me getting beat up in the ring.
You guys ever watch any Zach Galifianakis stand up?
Yeah. The Purple Onion one where he's playing piano and shit. Yeah.
That's the one that I'm talking about. He plays.
That one's great. That one's great.
And he's sitting there and he's like, anybody ever sit there and just think to themselves, That's so Raven.
Yeah.
And he kills me with that shit. He's so fucking. He just someone's.
Galifianakis is very funny.
I love that shit. All right, you guys wanna get back into trivia and shit?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Oh, should we get back on track? I suppose so.
Who's the main vocalist for Cheap Trick?
Oh no. Deep Trick.
Debbie fucking.
Is it like first letter of the name?
R.
Oh,
Rick Ocasek.
It's Ronda Rousey.
Nope. It is Ronda Rousey, actually.
Rick Ross.
Nope.
Rick Grimes.
It is Rick Grimes.
Rick Grimes.
It is Robin Zander, so everybody drink.
Who is that?
I'm sorry to my mom who loves Cheap
The
Trick.
vocalist for Cheap
I have
Trick.
live at Budokan. It's literally right behind Eli's head.
Yeah, my
Well, then you better study up, brother.
I'll go read the inserts. You gotta get me back on. I read the whole thing.
Cheap Trick has good hits, but I could never really get into him as a whole. I'll be honest.
I love Surrender more than I love anything they've ever made.
But don't
ever.
give yourself away.
But don't ever give yourself away.
No.
Mommy is all right and Daddy is all right, but please,
They're a little
A
weird.
little weird, right?
just don't ever give yourself away.
That's big.
Can we get a wheel spin before we get back into this? Because I feel like we
Can do.
That was the easiest song on Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Which one?
Shout out to Guitar Hero.
Surrender.
Oh God, but such a good song though. Does it
Legends of
matter?
Rock. Legends of Rock.
Dude, Linda, drink
Like really
again.
kind of hard taste. I mean, kind of growing up. Drink.
I'm gonna grab another cold one.
Sounds good.
Guitar Hero and even Rock Band.
Guitar Hero and Rock Band are okay. They on purpose spanned every genre, so they really showed off a lot of shit that I don't think I would have seen otherwise.
You're not.
Oh yeah.
I think video games force people into certain genres. Like when you think about Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Such a huge
Like-
influence.
Video games
Tony Hawk.
shaped my musical influence.
Tony Hawk would get
There's no doubt.
Tony
about
Hawk would get you used to listening to like a Dead Kennedy song,
Yeah.
a Red
Right.
Man song, like immediately after. And
Yeah.
that was
Twisted Metal. I like listened to Rob Zombie when I was a kid. And
Yeah.
Twisted Metal.
That's true.
There's a remix of Dracula in Jet Set Radio.
Oh, yeah.
Which like Jet Set Radio is one of my favorite soundtracks of video games of all time for sure. Like that
It's a good
shit.
soundtrack.
San Andreas had good radio stations.
Oh yeah.
Listen, Cody and
that
I,
shit.
Cody and I, very often we will bring in the heat from what be it Vice City, San Andreas.
Played mature games when I was a child, so I never played the Grand Theft
Cody and I
Autos.
were latchkey kids, so
That shit works every time though. If you're on a popular video game, like everyone's gonna know who you are. Period.
I think that was probably more back in the day, though. No,
It
Yeah, we
still
gotta know
happens.
video
GTA
games.
5.
does it?
Well,
What,
GTA
what came up off of that?
Oh, so many bands. I feel like, well,
Waves.
No, I'm asking. I'm not being a dick or anything.
oh, absolutely. Wait, well, Waves
Schoolboy.
had a radio station that he chose.
Come on.
Flying Lotus had a radio station that like he DJ'd. Giles
Right.
Peterson from BBC Radio had a station that he DJ'd, and so like
Okay.
it was
Ooh.
a lot of good choices.
Flying Lotus is a big one, yeah.
I love Flylo. I think maybe I'm just a little bit maybe I'm bitter because I remember Flylo from like when him and Kendrick were like working together like way back. Then again, GTA 5 at this point is kind of old. Maybe I'm just an old guy.
It's silly how old it is and people still play it, but it's just
Yeah.
because of mods and stuff.
GTA 5 has had a huge resurgence
Huge.
recently, especially on
Role-playing.
Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, RP like GTA
Yeah.
role is like
very
the number
weird.
one game on Twitch and has been for like
Yep.
months now. It's crazy. If you look at Twitch, like there's 600,000+ people watching GTA
true.
5, which is pretty crazy.
There is,
What
yeah,
the-
because the people and it's a good enough game to like let you do what you want to do, and that's
Yeah.
all it takes.
We had a lot of fun playing GTA 5. We were, it was just like to the point where like every day we would log in just to go to the casino and get the free spin and shit.
Yeah.
And when the
Let's go.
came out, that was a lot of fun. Us three were before we even like
Lord
streamed.
Gambler was in effect.
Yeah, we need to stream GTA 5. Well, we can't really again because we can't
Yo,
show screens. but
Real quick,
What games do you guys play?
we play a fucking ton of games.
Pamela
We're-
Anderson game for PS1.
We've been
Crazy
streaming.
Frog.
Yeah.
Twitch channel.
I love it. That was perfect timing, man.
If you want to
That
go
was
on
awesome.
Twitch and look up Year Twins, we have a Twitch channel.
Okay.
We've been streaming every once in a while.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we're all big fighting game guys.
I would say fighting games are a real big part of like that's what
Common
I play
Ground.
You guys play any League of Legends?
Never
never
touched
played-
League.
I think I played one
It's
game
for
of
the better.
Dota.
Oh.
Yeah, good for you. Good
do
for
it.
you, honestly.
You made the right choice.
People
It's
will
a
say
lifestyle choice that I regret.
play League of Legends every day. I'll be like, hey Ian, you play League of Legends? I'll be like, nah, man. They'll be like, yeah, you probably made the right call.
Yeah,
Like,
you're a happy guy then, because
There is
if you're
literally
playing-
never been a there's never been a more toxic gaming community than League of Legends.
The
That's
worst.
what I always hear. It's like real gross, and I don't want nothing to do with that.
You make the
You did do
smallest
right.
mistake in the world, and you will just get flamed the entire game for 45 minutes
if you're-
straight.
You could be a 1,000 times better player than this person, but you make one mistake and they'll never let you forget for the entirety of the 35-minute game. This is nice though. I love that we don't really need any structure right now. We're just kind of jamming along. This is like really
is
nice
cool.
for me. I really enjoy this. We've actually been going for like over 2 hours at this point, just kind of hamming along after we talked about everything.
I feel like it hasn't
we
been
took
that
some
long.
breaks. We took some breaks.
Yeah.
Oh no, we definitely did. It's a good thing. That's a positive. It's a positive because that means we didn't want to get off cam or anything, and it means you guys weren't bored with the interview.
No, this is great. We're having a fucking fantastic. This is great. I've been looking forward to this for a long time.
Can we all
Oh,
cheers?
hell yeah.
Times, right?
Let's cheers to
Rick
the amount of
Grimes,
times that this interview / whatever you want to call it, podcast was canceled, and we still made it happen, dude.
Oh yeah.
I would like to point this out though, just for those of you that will inevitably watch this on YouTube or whatever the fuck. This podcast, by the graces of God, was hoped to be shut down.
Yeah.
The whatever God watches over a podcast was just like we can't let Year Twins and Booze and Tunes collaborate on one project because I feel as though it would end human universe. And they threw every left, they threw every right jab, they threw straight, they did everything. They did everything they could to stop us, and we still made it happen, baby. We still made it happen.
Yep.
We're here. Seriously, it was 2 or 3 times that we had to reschedule this, but yeah, we're here.
It was numerous. It was very, and the funny part is, it wasn't like little things though. Like we got interrupted by like huge problems in life. We almost had audio issues tonight to the point where it got kind of out of control, and then we figured it out.
There was no way. There was no way.
Earlier we talked about like, oh, we got all this new recording equipment. We're going to record, and we can barely work.
We
it.
don't know how to use it.
That's hilarious. Because I was like,
awesome.
I was talking to Tom the other day. I was like, Tom, you gotta record a song on my microphone because you're just he's just using his Blue Yeti forever, for years and years and years. I'm like, you gotta use a good mic, and he's like, well, I don't know if I'll sound good. Like I might sound like you'll hear every little imperfection and shit if you sound.
Yeah, you'll know at the end of the day that eventually you'll realize that I'm not talented, and everybody will be like, "Oh, he's a big phony fraud boy."
Microphones, we almost all three went in on the blue snowball.
The snowball.
Oh, dude, my buddy has a snowball though. Those things are good as fuck.
They are
They're
nice.
all right.
They're much nicer than
We got 2 of them.
I love that shit, dude. I love that. I read somewhere that Dogleg recorded Melee on like some like terrible shitty microphones in their garage. And when I saw that, like they took a picture of it and posted it, and I was like, that's so that hurts me so deep because I feel like on a shitty microphone, if you can sound that good,
That's a great
it's
thing.
Like, for real,
Right.
what the fuck is the hope for the future if they sound that good on shitty equipment?
Why even buy a microphone at that point? Just like do it on your phone and,
Yep.
Hey, Worst Party Ever does
Yeah,
that.
Worst
Their
Party Ever.
most popular song,
With the
their
iPhone
most popular
6.
song is recorded on the iPhone 6. Yeah.
Yep.
Wild. I fucking love
Do
them.
you guys know Steve Lacy?
Is that Jesse Lacey's brother? What's good?
No, he works with like Kendrick and Tyler the Creator. He's a part of the internet. The band.
Yeah, he does all the stuff on his phone.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. So his album that got nominated for a Grammy was all recorded on an iPhone 7.
I have a crazy story. I have to tell you something. I was listening to somebody's like Spotify shuffle
I get a
once.
piss.
You know, it was like, I guess it was a Steve Lacy song. I didn't realize it, and I was like,
Right.
It was after Damn had come out, and I was like, that ride symbol is exactly like the ride symbol from Damn, from this one specific song.
You noticed that?
Yeah, I noticed that, and I looked up. I was like, Steve
That's
Lacy was the
impressive,
producer. I was like, oh my god, Steve Lacy did it! Oh my god! Like,
I imagine the song you're talking about is "Ride" in Dark Red, like the split music video. That's like that's his biggest one anyway.
Lacy song, yeah, if that's his biggest song. Yeah, it has the same ride as I can't remember the song from the Kendrick album, but yeah, I think it was that song. Yeah, it was crazy.
That I feel like that's wild though, because like at the end of the day, the truth of the matter, like of course I'm nowhere near, and like not even close to as talented as somebody like Steve Lacy or Andy from Worst Party Ever. I think his name's Andy, and they can record things on such shitty quality and still sound so incredible. Like that's just pure talent.
Well,
So if you get
there's a double-sided coin to that though, because that means that like you could record something shitty and it'll sound great too.
well, but it wouldn't because I'm not that talented. So when it really comes down to it, it's just kind of a paradox because it's like, okay, I'm recording on bad equipment, so keep that in mind. But
Dude,
it's
if
like,
you're
okay,
putting the work
but it's
in, you're
great.
practicing all the time, like it's gonna happen. It doesn't matter how good the equipment is. It's just the equipment like makes you feel like you care more. That's all.
Oh yeah. Oh, shout out to equipment, by the way.
Shout out to equipment.
Hey, I believe Jake from that. Well, there's two Jakes, isn't there? I
Jake
think
and
one of the.
Jacob.
Yeah, I think Jake just got married today, so shout out to him.
Oh, that's
Shout out.
awesome. I want to
Them.
shout out. I think so. There's some pressings of equipment albums, but I know their recent most test pressings were printed by Screen and Fever, which is located here in Ohio. The same guy who made our shirts. His name is Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a crazy coincidence though, because I want to give a quick shout out to Screen and Fever.
Oh, shout out to Screen Fever. They have helped us out so much.
Equipment.
I'm unfamiliar with that. Explain that to me.
Oh.
Screen and Fever made all of our shirts and make shirts, and the homie just makes.
They got a
Sure.
fever for screening. They'll screen all day. But I think Equipment and Screen and Fever are from around the same town. I think Toledo area,
Okay.
Northwestern Ohio.
Equipment had terrible they had terrible luck with the people that they were screening their shit before. I remember that.
Really?
Yeah, they did say that. I think.
Yeah, so
yeah.
yeah.
It's their newest thing, so I don't think it'd be them.
No, it wasn't them. It wasn't them. That was where they ended up.
It was the T-shirt company that they used for Ruthless Sun, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly.
Just fucked them over
and
hard.
they like hit them up and they were like, yo, we'll make T-shirts for you. And then they like just didn't talk to them for months at a time. And I think it was Nick from Equipment. I could be completely mistaken, but I'm pretty sure Nick was like, I hit them up and was like, yo, just like give us the shirts or like we'll pay you or like whatever the fuck you want, but please like stop doing what you're doing and not responding to us. And then like the next day they were like, all right, the shirts are here, the shirts are ready. Like it was really sketchy, weird, like taking advantage of that.
That's weird. I feel like sometimes that's easier if you do shit through like Teespring or whatever. But we're lucky enough to be able to just Instagram message somebody and be like, all right, cool, I'll make them.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, luck is fortune's favor, as I say, because I've never heard that before.
getting shit.
That's pretty much all I got. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Lee Ward, go give me another wheel spin.
Spin that wheel.
Oh, Wilson!
What time is it where you guys are right now?
49. We're good.
Is it raining where you are?
Hell no.
The only thing I need to ask.
The only thing I can think
There it is.
nothing ever hurts so bad. You know what's really
It
funny?
actually
If you,
landed on trivia.
if you go through every Booze and Tunes podcast, there's at least one mention of the Front Bottoms in every single podcast we've ever done. That's how much we all love the Front Bottoms. One day we'll have a Booze and Tunes with the Front Bottoms, and the whole time it's just going to be like, so.
Good. I
How's
saw
it feel to be sick?
open up for Bad Books, which was Manchester Orchestra guys, like side project.
I'm good.
Andy Hull and Kevin Devine, I fucking love it. Oh, dude.
Yeah, Manchester and Bad Books.
Yep.
Front Bottoms are unfortunately like my girlfriend's like favorite band ever of all time.
Why is that unfortunate? Why is that unfortunate?
Very ex-girlfriend, extremely ex-girlfriend.
Oh, ex-girlfriend. Gotcha.
So stress hard.
I'm just gonna say personally.
Voted for Trump.
I can't deal with front bottoms. Never been in the front bottoms, to be honest.
Okay. I love it. I think me and Jerry.
Because especially because they sold out like hard as fuck.
Don't you? Because okay, so to be fair, the self-titled amazing Talon of the Hawk probably their best.
But is it?
It's great.
But then
no, trust me, I was forced to listen to this by my ex-girlfriend too.
Every ex-girlfriend's favorite.
Every ex-girlfriend's favorite band.
Every ex-girlfriend's favorite band. But Going Gray, I understand why people don't like it because I don't like it either. I get that.
Right, because I feel like Back on Top was when it was kind of like starting to. No, I have all three records right there. I could see them with my eyeballs.
I got rid of them. I sold them on purpose.
Good for you.
I'm sorry. I'm really not trying to be a dick or anything I can't stand the vocal style. Like it's just like no, it's not my thing.
All day.
Not my thing.
Eli will rip apart anything all day.
No, I'll shit on anything. I don't care.
Oh, dude, you and Lee would have great conversations.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shit all the time.
I don't care either. Seriously, I don't care. If I don't like it, then I don't like it. I don't care.
Yeah,
I just think it's fair to point out that in what was the last one called? In Passion and Flames or in Sickness and in Flames. In Sickness and in Flames was like absolutely what Going Gray should have been because they nailed the power pop, punk pop shit that they were going for when they made the mainstream transition, and I loved it. Going Gray was like the intermediate point of that where it wasn't good.
Oh, I see.
Fair enough.
And so it was kind of like their new direction was finally realized by the time they got to Sickness
and they were still kind of trying to fuck around with their old sound, but it didn't work anymore because they were trying too hard to be clean and poppy and stuff. And then they really put that poppy power together in Sickness and in Flames.
I saw them, like I said, open up for Bad Books, and I had seen them like 5 times, like 4 or 5 times after that.
Really?
The second time I saw them was the time that I heard A Great Big Pile of Leaves for the first fucking time.
Ooh.
A Great Big Pile of Leaves open up for the Front Bottoms.
Let's talk about Leaves.
That band is
good stuff. I love that.
A Great Big Pile of Leaves is a huge inspiration for us.
I've told this story numerous times, but I was with my brother and I went to go see a Manchester Orchestra concert, and Front Bottoms was opening for them. And I'm 16 at the time, maybe 17, and my brother is like 22, and I'm shit-faced, and my brother's just like standing there bored as fuck, like watching whatever's going on. And halfway through what turned out to be Flashlight off Talon of the Hawk, I turned to my brother and I was like, yo, this is fucking sick. And he turned back to me, arms crossed, like real sour face looking at me. He looks over and, yeah, no, it's pretty good. And I was like, that's how I knew that I wasn't wrong.
Pretty good.
And then the next day I got a text from my brother and he was like, dude, I looked up all their shit. It's fucking amazing. I was like, all right, well, it's time
a man that
Since
didn't
then,
want to
I've-
like it, but he couldn't resist but saying that it was
Didn't
good.
wanna my brother didn't want to like anything that wasn't Manchester. We've seen Manchester like 9 times at this point, but I have now since that night seen the front bottoms 14 times, Yuri?
14
Holy
times.
shit.
We go wherever they go. I love them. I love
So
the front
wait.
bottoms.
I think I even saw the arc of all their different keyboardists like come through, because the one keyboardist finally came in. He was able to play guitar and play keyboard and hit those
Right.
wood blocks and the trumpet. Multi-talented.
How
Gotta
did
get
these
the
people do this shit?
I would have saw them
God,
twice
it's
last year,
Chrome.
but we got a tornado in the way, like blocked the highway through like mad trees in the highway in Connecticut.
A tornado just walked up and it was just in the highway and it just was chilling.
While we were on the way to
Tornado just was like, yo, Veery, fuck off.
on the way to the episode, so we missed it. But I went again.
That was what, like a year ago?
No, this was last fall.
So okay, so like a year ago.
No, like last October, and then we went to an outdoor one where like we had our own squares where everyone was like separated, and we were right in front of them, like right in front of them.
I didn't go to any of the COVID concerts.
Yeah,
because I
how
can't do
was that? I have not done that. I haven't.
I mean, it was pretty dope just because of literally how close I was. We got
But I want to
hooked up.
fucking rage,
They
dude.
have like
I wanna
speakers like
rage.
you're at a fucking drive-in.
Shout out Drive.
When we inevitably go to a Year Twins concert, we need to hear Permanent Hex as the last song.
Oh well, it's
I'm
funny.
gonna
Like,
flip the fuck out. I'm gonna flip the fuck out.
You can play Permanent Hex as many times as you like.
All right. I'm putting an over under on 6.5. So like whether you guys want to play at 6 or 7, you can win me a bunch of money.
Stop halfway through the last one.
It was 6.5, so it didn't matter. I didn't win the bet. I didn't lose, but I won from hearing Permanent Hex 6 times in a row.
I didn't know you guys were a jam band. It's just Hex over.
Yeah, buddy.
Anyways, here's Permanent Hex 6 times.
Permanent Hex in 30, Portland, 1983.
1983.
Hex for an hour straight.
You're gonna play the 2.5-minute song for an hour straight, and you gotta hope that everybody sits in the crowd just jamming the whole time.
Just hit those same chords over and over again.
I mean, it's amazing. It could be done.
Cody left.
If I'm as drunk as I can be, then I'll fucking rage to every single one of them.
Thanks, dude.
Gotcha, pal.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's get to the end here. What we usually do to end this off is we want to hear your thoughts of the future, and I would like to, since it's been so recent, I would like to hear your thoughts on Perfect Forever and how it came out, and really just kind of the whole encompassing factor that is Year Twins now, because you guys seem to have actually stomped your foot into the emo genre. So what's next for Year Twins? How are you guys feeling right now?
I feel like I don't know. Just watch out for more. Like I'm very proud of what we've done so far, but like I don't even think we've scratched the surface as far as like us. Like we're good. We're about to go so fucking hard. I'm not even trying to like that, but like I don't know. I feel like we've introduced ourselves to the world, but you just wait. You just wait.
Everybody watching this video right now, you better wait. You better fucking wait, okay? You stay tuned on that shit, brother.
No, yeah, we're really excited to finally put something else out. We're just so jazzed. We put out a VHS yesterday.
Oh yeah. And that was the full. Plug that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we
Okay, sorry. I just want to take.
He's very excited to plug that.
No, for real. We made this VHS tape because we made a documentary about our album. Like,
Okay.
if you go on our YouTube channel right now, you can go check out our documentary. I worked a lot on it.
It was pretty much
I
two,
watched.
two
watched the
years
whole-
footage.
It was about
I watched
two.
the whole thing already, so I will say absolutely co-sign. Go watch
Yo.
that right now.
Thank you so
you.
much for watching it.
100%. I saw it posted, and I immediately. It was what 19 minutes and change.
It's about
It's something. I
15,
think, yeah.
16 minutes, something like that.
Okay. I watched the entire thing, and I got to be honest with you, it's a cool watch. It really is. It's something that I would watch again. I will say that.
You can kind of see the processes of like each building block along the way of perfect.
But
Whatever.
it's fun though. It's very fun. It's not like super. It's not super in your face serious or anything. It's very fun, and you guys maintain like the real aspect of like having fun as a band.
We are all best friends, and we love each other so much. And
Hell yeah.
we recorded Mystics in Bali in the town I grew up in, St. John's, Ohio, which is that was my dad's yard where we were recording like our band stuff. Like,
That's awesome.
we're very tight knit, grassroots ass bullshit. I'm just really proud of what
I'm
we
glad to hear that. I hope
Yeah.
that continues.
It looks-
I hope you guys keep pushing ideas off of one
just
another.
check out our YouTube. We got a ton of stuff on there, especially the documentary. And
We're definitely going to be posting everything that we can. We will definitely make sure that people. I mean, regardless, one way or the other, they'll go to the YouTube. But the behind the scenes after you listen to specifically, I mean, the whole album. Listen to the whole fucking album. But
Hell yeah.
This guy,
Gun Headbutt, Mystics in Bali, Sponge Bath, Square Dance, and Permanent fucking Hex, dude. Listen to Permanent Hex, or you're fucking hexed for life, brother.
I remember that I said SpongeBob earlier. That's fucking hilarious. I was like, wait.
Square Dance,
I did it
yo.
on purpose. I fucked you up on purpose.
No one said anything, and then after I was like, shit. I said fucking SpongeBob, dude.
I'm like, cool, I did it right. I'm like,
At least you weren't like way off. At least it was like the right idea.
I'll admit, Sponge Bath was written and also titled while I was just like on a bunch of Vicodin and like etc. because of my injury time.
I thought you were gonna say acid.
No, not
I actually did think you were going to say acid or mushrooms.
acid. All this may have been a nightmare. I'm glad I didn't do that.
Well, you never know. But on that end, thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us. We really appreciate you being here, and we hope you enjoyed yourselves.
absolutely,
And to all
baby.
out there watching, we hope you go enjoy more Year Twins music.
Yep.
Even if you already haven't, go enjoy the first Year Twins music that you've listened to. A phenomenal, again, trio from Columbus, Ohio. Fantastic punk, emo, and even maybe some sprinkles of experimental in there. If you've got it, then you've got it. If you don't, then you don't. We thank you so much, and we love you all.
One more thing.
Yeah.
thank you so much.
One more thing.
What was that?
Motherfuck
Fuck SeaWorld.
Yeah, we all gonna go fuck SeaWorld. Fuck SeaWorld.
Yeah,
Fuck
fuck.
SeaWorld.
Fuck SeaWorld, dude.
Fuck
For real.
SeaWorld.
6 times. We don't appreciate their unethical treatment of animals.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Fuck SeaWorld.
You wanted to make it known that he also agrees with us.
Whatever.